Before money existed, humans relied on the barter system, which was basically the direct exchange of goods and services without any currency. For thousands of years, people traded items they had for items they needed. For example, a farmer could trade grain for a pot made by a potter. This system actually helped early communities meet their needs and build relationships. However, barter had significant limitations. The biggest problem was the double coincidence of wants. Both parties needed to want what the other offered at the exact time. If the potter didn't need grain, no trade could happen. This inefficiency made large-scale trade difficult. To solve barter's problems, societies invented money as a common medium of exchange in order to make the trade system easy. The first official coins appeared around 600 BCE in the ancient kingdom of Lydia, which is in modern-day Turkey. These coins were made from precious metals like gold and silver and had standardized weights and values. Coins made trade easier by providing a consistent value everyone accepted. They were portable, durable, and divided into units, allowing more flexible transactions than barter. This was a major step forward in economic history. The next big leap came with paper money, first used in China during the Tang dynasty, which was the 7th century CE, and more widely adopted in the Song dynasty around the 11th century CE. Paper money was lighter and easier to carry than coins, which honestly made it possible to enable larger and more complex trade networks. Paper currency helped economies expand by simplifying transactions and reducing the need to carry heavy coins. However, it introduced new challenges like inflation and forgery, which meant that governments had to regulate and manage the money supply carefully. Despite money's rise, the barter system never vanished completely. It continued alongside money for centuries and actually still exists today in various forms, in informal or local economies where cash is scarce, and in barter networks or trade exchanges where businesses swap goods or services directly. In international trade deals involving, counter-trade or offset agreements, goods are exchanged without direct monetary payment. This really shows that barter principles exchanging value directly remain relevant even in modern economies. Although money became the dominant medium of exchange, the barter system has honestly never fully disappeared. It continues to exist, often hidden under the umbrella of modern international trade. With the emergence of money, people's focus shifted from the original idea of direct exchange of goods and services to the use of currency as the primary means of transaction. This shift in attention kind of overshadowed the continued presence of barter alongside money. In many international trade deals, counter-trade agreements, or offset arrangements, exchanges still occur without immediate monetary payment, reflecting barter's principles. Despite the dominance of monetary systems, barter's legacy and practical application remain embedded in global economics. Today's global economy is, highly interconnected. No country is fully self-sufficient. Every nation depends on others for resources, goods, and services. This interconnectedness sometimes involves, sophisticated barter-like exchanges between countries. For instance, some nations engage in currency swaps, trade credits, or commodity exchanges without using cash directly. These transactions reflect barter's deep-rooted logic, proving that money alone doesn't define all economic activity. The inefficiencies of barter created the urgent need for a universal medium of exchange. So, people at first used commodities like salt cattle or even grain as money, but, these had their limitations. Eventually, precious metals became the preferred form, and over time, they were minted into coins. The gradual shift from barter to money was really a natural evolution, driven by practicality and the desire for easier trade. Money didn't replace barter overnight. Instead, both systems coexisted for quite a while, with money slowly becoming dominant. Even after money was invented, barter and monetary trade continued to evolve together. Barter remained useful in specific circumstances, during currency shortages, in emergencies, or between parties lacking trust in money. This coexistence shows that barter isn't primitive or obsolete, but an alternative form of exchange that adapts to conditions. Modern economics often overlooks this, focusing on money while ignoring barter's underlying influence. If we imagine removing all remnants of barter from the global economy, the system would likely struggle. Barter principles such as reciprocity, trust, and direct exchange are fundamental to many international agreements and financial arrangements. Ignoring barter's roots risks simplifying economics to numbers and money alone, missing the complex human behaviors behind trade. Evidence lies in financial crises or sanctions, where barter-like exchanges resurface rapidly when money systems fail. The barter system is far from a forgotten relic. It is the foundation upon which money and modern economic systems were built. Its principles continue to influence global trade, financial systems, and economic relations. Understanding barter's role enriches our comprehension of economics beyond money, emphasizing the human element of exchange. This awareness helps us appreciate the complexities of international trade